Ladies and gentlemen, on this episode, I have a legendary icon on the show. This man is part of one of the most influential and Grammy Award winning groups in hip hop. He definitely changed the face of hip hop with their sound, with their future of what they're going to do. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome the Grammy Award winning artist, entrepreneur, label owner. He is the one and only Krayzie Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. How are you, man?
I'm chilling, man. How you doing?
Oh man, I'm good, man. You looking well, brother.
Man, thank you, man. Yes. Just been trying to, you know what I'm saying, man. Trying to stay healthy out here, man, in this world, for real.
I hear you. So what I know you recently had to go through an illness, unfortunately, but you were able to bounce back. What changed your mindset as far as just making sure that you stayed in that healthy vibe? And was it a nutrition thing? Was it a workout situation? What do you think changed your mind as far as getting into a new trajectory as far as health and wellness is concerned?
Man, just what I had I did have a health issue. I was diagnosed with sarcoidosis.
Mhm.
You know, it's basically a autoimmune disease. You know what I'm saying, to where your immune system really attacks. It has nothing to fight off, so it attacks your organs. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
in case mine was attacking my lungs. You know what I'm saying? And just when I was diagnosed and just went through all that, man, it was just like, it was just a wake up call. Like, okay, you gotta start taking better care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? We ain't them young thugs no more. You know what I'm saying? Like we much older grown men now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so health is everything, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's part of longevity. So if you want to live a long time and prosper a long time, man, you got to take care of your health. That's way more important than money. Trust me, way much more important than money.
Absolutely. Now I want to dial back just a little bit when you talk about being a young thug, coming out of the city of Cleveland. Um, 99th and Sinclair, we all familiar with that now. You guys have put that intersection on the map,
Yeah,
not just nationally but internationally as well.
yeah.
You guys got together. Did you all realize the opportunity that you had as far as just coming into hip hop with a different sound and a different vibe, and then getting the attention of the late great Eazy-E? And how did that all unfold to recording Creeping on a Come Up?
Man, we knew we was different when we were in Cleveland, and when we would rap for people. Everybody would be blown away. Like, they would say we sound like the rapping Temptations. You know what I'm saying? They was like, y'all sound like the Temptations, but y'all rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they knew it was different, and we knew once somebody that could really do something for us heard us, we knew that, like, we would get put on, but we had no idea it would be to the extent that it has been for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't know it would be like this worldwide style changing like thing that we did. You know what I'm saying? Like, to just change the whole speed, the whole pace of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we didn't know that, but it was we knew we had something different, but we didn't know it would impact that hard.
And what was it like? I know I heard the stories, you guys calling up the Ruthless Records, trying to get a hold of Eazy-E, trying to make sure you guys let him know about this specific sound that you guys were doing and coming out of Cleveland with. But what are some of the things that you learned from Easy that continues to help you throughout this time and space when you guys were able to branch out eventually and be your own bosses?
Well, man, unfortunately, we were only with Easy. We were only with Easy for less than a year before he passed away. So, like, we didn't really like get to learn any like real business, or say, like, we didn't really get that from him. We tried to emulate what we saw him doing for the time we were around, but we found out that was the wrong way. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like, so we ran into many brick walls, and like, many problems trying to operate in a business that we didn't have the knowledge of. We just knew we wanted to do it, and we could make music, but we didn't necessarily have the knowledge. So it took me years, man, to just like learn how to do certain things and how to go about, like, certain things in the music business. And you have to have a knowledge, and you have to understand how to execute in this business. You know what I'm saying? And that's something we didn't have that knowledge at the time. But now, since with the experience we have now and everything we done seen and been through, you know, it's like a walk in the park now. You know what I'm saying? So we've grown a lot since then.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you guys have gone on to some great multi-platinum success. I mean, you guys, the Crossroads to me still is one of the coldest videos that are in hip hop, man. You guys really illustrated and drove the points home as far as just making sure you look out for your loved ones and appreciating your loved ones while they're still around. How much of a hand did you guys have in that video as far as the creative direction, as far as making sure you guys wanted to disseminate those points coming from obviously 5 different individuals, you know, dealing with that subject matter?
Back then, you know, we were still pretty early on in our career, and everything to us was just what it was. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't really dialed into, you know, let's make this look the biggest look. Let's make it look cinematic. We was simply there, let's make a video for our homies that passed away. Like, you know, y'all would like, y'all take care of whatever scene y'all gonna put with it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we was just there making sure that our peers that passed away, you know what I'm saying, that homage was paid to them. That, you know, the directors really came with the concepts, and they ran it past us, of course, and of course we agreed with it. But you know, we was just there to just pay homage to our people.
Yeah, absolutely. And you went on Thug Mentality 1999. By the way, still have that record. I think it's one of my it's one of my favorite solo records. I will say that. What was the what did you feel like you had to prove, if anything? Just be now you going from a multi-platinum Grammy Award winning group to now you're a solo. So now it's all about Krayzie Bone for the first time out. What was that mentality like, and what was that mindset?
Man, it was just like, you know, well, first of all, I had already had like a lot of those songs recorded. That's why I was voted to go second, because I had like songs already done. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I would always go and start Bone songs. And you know, whatever Bone songs we didn't use, I would just use them for my project. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was man, I went in just with that mentality, man. At the time where I was, it was just straight thug. Like, we was like straight off the streets. We was just like, we was for real with it. Like, it wasn't phony. It was real with it. Like, we had a hard time. That's why I can understand these young artists today, you know what I'm saying? Because we had a hard time, just like everybody else, or these younger, we had a hard time separating the streets from the industry as well. We got into a lot of trouble like that because we were still trying to be them dudes in the streets, in the hood, hanging in the hood. But we came to a point where, like, okay, we can't do this because we either gonna become target practice or we're gonna get in trouble for trying to protect ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so once we grew up and learned that fact, man, we knew that, you know, I knew that I wanted to rap about the things in the hood. I wanted to portray it, you know what I'm saying? But I knew, you know what I'm saying, in order to do that, I had to step outside and look back in to do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know what I'm saying, that's basically what I did.
Now, you talked about how long did it take you to make that realization and say, look, man, we can't go back on the streets like we used to. Like, we had a different echelons as far as you know, where we are musically, where we are as businessmen, because you guys are essentially businessmen when it comes to just being artists and making sure that you guys get, you know, your music out and making sure the music comes out right. How long did it take you to come to that realization?
Man, we struggled with it for a while. I ain't gonna lie, you know, because like, we all got big hearts, you know what I'm saying? We felt like, you know, everywhere we go, our people should go with us on that level. You know, and then like when we started getting older and getting them bills, we was like, okay, no, this ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can't go, y'all gotta stay home. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it took us a while, man. But like, you know, those are growing pains you go through as a successful artist. But honestly, like, we lucky that we were as successful as we were, because if not, we'd have been done our first album. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to bring all them people out with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'd have been done. So like, you gotta understand, man, like, it's when it comes to business, showing love to your people is one thing. But when it comes to business and what got you to where you are, you have to make sure nothing is affecting that. Not family, not friends, not who you want to hang out with, not women. Like you have to tend to your business because like the minute you let that go is the minute it's gonna be your downfall. Your business is very important. Not the music is important because you know without the music there is no business. But if you mistreat the business, all that falls. Everything falls.
Now I will say, man, you are on the Brat's second album,
Yes.
and y'all were neck and neck. I had to go back and play that record. What was that experience like working with the Brat? Because that's when the Brat was on fire. Like she's still one of the illest MCs, but then you are too. So how was that being in the studio working with her at that time?
Man, the Brat, like people don't realize. People don't give the Brat enough credit. She is one of the illest female MCs. Honestly, I think she'll trash any of them in a battle. Like if they really had to, like people really underestimate her. Like she's the first time I heard her on that Crisscross song. Was it what was it? The Bomb?
The Bomb. Yep.
The first time we wasn't even out yet. Like I remember me and Lazy was watching videos and we sat back just before we even met Eazy. It was like, who is this chick? She can flow, you know, because the whole flow. Like we was into the whole flowing thing. So we're like, when we heard her, we was like, yo, son, she killing it. Like, so I was always a fan of the Brat. So then like when I got the call from JD and he was like, yo, the Brat wants you to come down and do something on the album. I'm like, son, I'm there. Let's get it. I went down, you know what I'm saying? They played the beat and you know what I'm saying? I still remember because we was in there rapping and the Brat kept saying, I want to sing too. Like she kept saying it, but like her verse, man, she killed that verse. She killed the verse on the Mariah Carey track. Like everything she do, man, she cool. Like so, it was a blessing to work with her, man. She the home girl, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Brat. Always love, always.
No, you guys created some hip hop magic for sure. And I have to ask you these two questions too, because you know, Lazy, Wish, Busy, you guys were a part of some iconic opportunities. The Notorious B.I.G., God rest his soul, as well as the late great Tupac Shakur. And you guys were working with them at a time where it was really a lot of tension in hip hop, but you guys never got caught into that whole East West situation. How were you guys able to avoid that, but still be creative in the studio and work with both artists, where neither one seemed to have a problem with you working with each artist?
But man, by just being men and telling them what it is. Like, look here, man, we rock with you, and we rock with you. Like we have nothing to do with that beef. We doing music. That beef is yours. We doing music, and they understood that. You know what I'm saying? Like we doing music. That's just like I'm friends with somebody, with two dudes, and they got beef with each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still be friends with both of them. I'm not gonna get in that beef because y'all got to figure that out. If there's any way we could help or say anything, we would. But that beef was so out of control. It was like, it is what it is. Y'all handle that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like us being men and like we doing music. We have nothing to do with that beef. Like we Bone Thugs. We do what we do. Like we're not West Coast. We're not East Coast. We're from the Midwest.
What was some of those studio sessions like working with Big and Puffy and the Bad Boy Camp?
Man, there was a lot of people in that damn studio, man. I was talking about the whole Bad Boy was there. The whole Mo Thug was there. We was in there deep, man. It was historical. It was like, and then other people was just dropping by. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Like we was in there with the herb. We had the liquor. Big had everything set out for us. It was a real good session. Legendary session, man. Legendary session. Everybody was there.
Did anybody film it by any chance? Or just you guys were just in the moment?
Bro, we got pictures. Like, you know, back then it wasn't like it is now. You know, like people didn't have their cell phones everywhere. People wasn't taking pictures like that, and everything wasn't documented. Like, but it was some legendary moments for sure.
And what was it like? Any stories or moments from being in the studio with Tupac?
Well, actually, we went into Pac a few times, but actually in the studio, when he laid down the song, it was just him and Busy. They ran into each other in traffic, and Pac went to the studio and heard the The first beat, that was the first beat they put on. He was like, let's go, that one right there. Damn. And what's so crazy about that beat is, to that beat, DJ Unique had produced that beat, but that beat was made for Eazy-E. And we had wrote a song for Eazy to that beat called Artillery Shop. You know what I'm saying? And Eazy was gonna rap it, but Eazy passed away before he got a chance to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Pac came and heard that beat, and we just put him on that beat, and the song just came about. It's crazy.
Man, the gunshots in between made the whole beat. That beat was already sick.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it did.
Now, obviously, you moved on. You're doing solo projects, but and working through the music business. And how, obviously, we've seen the stories. Sometimes Busy is in the group, sometimes Busy is not. But you're still focused. You and Lazy still focused on obviously Mo Thugs. You're focused on your solo career, and then bringing, making sure you guys still have that legacy as far as what Bone Thugs and Harmony brought to hip hop and brought to music in general. Do you see yourselves at some point heading to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Because I think you should be there.
I mean, all the facts point to yes. You know what I'm saying? But all the evidence point to yes. But I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is with this industry and Bone Thugs and Harmony and them giving us our just dues. It's like they just reluctant to do so. You know what I'm saying? They just act like Bone Thugs and Harmony never existed. These people just came up with this style on their own. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's doing our style, just came up with it on their own, and we just never existed. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it'll be a cool thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm to keep it 100 when it comes to Bone and us getting our just dues. I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah. I mean, I feel you. I mean, it's almost like when I watch the comparisons, people want to compare Jordan to LeBron, but skip completely over Kobe as if Kobe never even existed. Exactly. And that's how I feel like they do with you.
How you do that? Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. And I'm a LeBron fan, but how do you do that? How do you do? Because Kobe was before him, and Kobe is great in every aspect of the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy.
Now, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I said, but that's how it is in this world, for real.
Now, you being from Cleveland, do you still check out LeBron, even though he's been an LA Laker, he's won the championship with the Lakers? You still kind of support LeBron the same way?
Man, all day. I support him because he's from Ohio. And, I know people say, if you can make it from New York, you can make it from anywhere. You make it from, no. If you can make it from Cleveland, Ohio, then you should be able to come up in any place in America. Go to Cleveland and you understand what I'm talking about. Real talk, for real.
Have you guys been?
So I support him. I supported him when he went to Miami. I support him because think about it. Everybody that has made it from Cleveland has had to leave Cleveland to make it. So I support him in everything he do to day one to the last day he on that court.
Have you guys got a chance to hang out or talk with LeBron?
Oh yeah, man. Every time we see him, he stop what we stop what we doing and show love. I went to the Chargers Browns game out here, and LeBron heard I was there, sent for me to come in the room to kick it with him. You know what I'm saying? Man, I went in there. Him and Rich Paul, they all in there. They had a feast up in there. I'm like, oh, y'all doing it up in there big, huh? But yeah, it's always love. Whenever we see him in traffic, it's always stop, gotta show love. That's the king, for real.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the most gifted athletes I've ever seen. I definitely will concur, even though I'm a little pro Kobe growing up here in LA, born and raised. But
oh yeah, I hear you, man. that boy is a monster, man. Like, for real.
Now, I overheard, Krayzie. Now, you correct me if I'm wrong. Now, I overheard something. I heard a few whispers here and there about you joining voices with a Grammy Award-winning icon in Dionne Warwick. Talk to me a little bit about that, and how did that come about, and what is that project about?
Man, so yes, we I've actually recorded a few songs with Dionne so far. So that's like our mama, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been knowing her and her son for years now. You know what I'm saying? We've been working with her son for almost 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So like we've been knowing them for a very long time. And like every song we've done, we've loved the song. They've always been positive songs. So this whole charity event that we're doing for the whole Ukraine refugees, it's just something, man. Just to put some positivity back into the world, because you know the world right now is in a state of negativity everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Not just in Ukraine, but just at other places as well. You know what I'm saying? So like the whole reason for this, what the world needs now is love, because that's what we need. And you know, want everybody to come out, man, and just have a good time, take a load off, and then just enjoy some good music for real.